Hello from Gardening at Douentza here in Ireland, and today we're going to take a look at a particular orchid that's just come into flower for me for the first time, and a few other things I have up my sleeve. And walking into the greenhouse now, we see the orchid in front of me. It's this one that I have hanging. Now, this doesn't live in the greenhouse. I've had it in the kitchen and I've just taken it out here to show you because the light is a lot better. And that's the extent of the orchid. It's a Rodriguezia Lyanna, and it's a Colombian orchid, and it's come into flower for me for the first time, as I said in the intro. Now, as you can see, I have 3 flowers, 3 blooms in total, and they have quite long spurs. See that? Isn't that quite elegant? I don't know if technically they're spurs. I think they are, but the shape of them is quite different to Angraecum or Neophonetia spurs. They look a bit like a bird's beak. Now, only 3 flowers, but I'm still quite pleased with them. The colour is, it's not white, it's a kind of a beige colour really. And this Rodriguezia has a lot of aerial roots. You can see very nice green tips. It gets watered once a week with me and it greens up nicely. All the roots green up nicely just at that. The extent of the plant is, you know, there's my hand to give you an idea of the scale. And mentioning Roger Frampton here, who also grows this plant and was wondering about flowering, and you can see how the flower spike has come out of the pseudobulb down there. So quite a pretty little thing really. It's supposed to be scented. Let me see if I can get any scent. Unfortunately in my kitchen it's impossible to tell because the Euchile citrata is in flower at the moment, and that has scented the whole place, but I really don't get much of a scent from this one at all. I have it hanging on a south facing window, and yeah, it's nice. The roots are cool, really like them. And just while we're in the greenhouse here, this isn't a greenhouse tour, but I just want to show you something down here that has come into flower. And it's an epiphyllum, the yellow one called Cooperi, and these only last a couple of days. Each bloom only lasts a couple of days, so I just want to make sure to show you. I've got 3 open at the moment, and see how this one is shedding its pollen down on the aeonium here. That'll do you no good. That's distinctly wrong. Cross species. We've got 2 buds there that are about to open. And do I have any more on the plant? Yes, well, there's that one as well. And there's a smaller one back there, if we can see. So there'll be lots of flowers on this. It's flanked by my Epiphyllum Deutsche Keiserin, which is there. It has much smaller flowers. You can see the 2 of them in comparison. And this one has some flowers that are, well, they're going over now. But let's get a shot of the 2 of them together. And just very quickly, in case I don't get around to making a greenhouse update anytime soon, I just wanted to show you this lovely succulent from last year, which I got an ID for. As usual, a list of plant names will be in the details at the beginning of this video. Haemanthus humilis in flower again, doing really well. I love, you look in there, there are some little flower spikes left to come yet, and I really like that. And this Sinningia, nicknamed the lipstick plant, somebody told me. I think it really looks like a lipstick. Cactus coming into flower. And over here, Justicia or Jacobinia with 4 flowers. I'm going to do my best to keep it dead-headed this year, that I might have a succession of flowers as it's supposed to do. Over here we have the Plumeria. Can you see the spike? There it is. Doing really well. Looking forward to that coming into flower. And in the background there, just some dahlias. That's the dahlia I got from Helen Dillon, Admiral Rawlings, which I planted in the greenhouse border this year. And that's because I didn't get round to putting any of my dahlias in the ground. Normally it's really tall, about 10 foot. But, well, I did actually cut the top off at one stage. And just finishing up here in the greenhouse with a glance at the sweet pea that are flowering brilliantly and doing really well. Very nice to sit beside out here because the scent is magnificent. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to just insert 2 clips I took of orchids earlier on before I went on holiday to Belgium. And yeah, put them in here, although they're out of sequence really. I mean, it's from before. So that's what you're going to look at next. And just in case you're wondering, I had better upload that Belgian video next, hadn't I? That'll be the next one to see from me. I'm just about to go away for a few days, so I thought I'd film this Baptistonia first, just in case it's finished flowering by the time I come back. And as you can see, it's a very small plant that I grow on a mount. And the spikes, the flowers on the spikes cascade down. And there, I wonder, can we actually get a proper glimpse of the flowers? But they're very pretty, very oncidium-like. And they do have tiny little eyebrows. Go in close there. Can you see those 2 red things? I'll probably insert a picture in here because it really is very hard to see. But it's a very pretty, elegant plant. Great for somebody who wants a miniature for a small space. I'm just about to go away now for a few days, so I'm coming to check on the Disas who are out here in the rain, and I hope that they won't be all gone over by the time I come back. Now, as we can see, the Uniflora one, Unifoam Firebird, is opening. That one and that one there, a deep orange colour, much more orange than this Coensis Anne that we have in front of it. And the pink ones look really pretty in the rain. Around the other side we have the Menez-Tan one, the French hybrid, just about to open. So I'm quite interested to see how the colour of that one compares to the others. The species one, that's just the Uniflora, is further behind. So there we go, just a quick update of my Disas in the rain before I go on holiday. And that brings me to the end of this video. Sorry, it's a bit of a mishmash, various things, but well, that's what you got for the moment. Thanks very much for watching. That's all for now. Bye.